good morning everybody, and welcome to the vlog. Take a look at this monkey tail skink right here. This of course is my girl, and I tell you what, I'm pretty sure she's pretty chunky, and by that I mean I think she's graphic, guys. We have a pair in here. They really are hiding almost all the time, but we've noticed over the last little bit some courtship, them hanging out, and sure enough she's starting to swell up. Now these guys typically only have one baby. On rare occasion they'll have two babies, but it's really cool because they have like a social network. In the wild they'll actually stay together for a year or two, and even other members of the group will protect the babies. Really cool. And oh my gosh, are those claws unbelievably sharp. Whew. Okay, girl. I'm excited, guys. I will literally freak out if I open this cage in a couple months and there's one or two baby monkey tail skinks. That would be like one of the biggest accomplishments I've ever had. I've loved these guys forever, and it's so cool to finally see that we may have a gravid female. Whoa, what are you doing? Don't bite my ear, don't bite my ear. Oh, what are you doing, girl?
That's so close, right?
Whew, my gosh. That was a little bit spooky, I'm not gonna lie to you. These guys have a pretty gnarly bite too, but regardless, it's a great way to start the day. It's gonna be a good one. What do you say we have a great day together? I am super excited, guys. Take a look at this. We got a little false water cobra here. What an absolute ripper that is. Now, I've always loved false water cobras. These are rear fang venomous. They aren't super potent, but they are rear fang, so they have to chew on you to really get anything, and they do have that hood. That's why they call them a false water cobra. It's because they will hood up a lot like a cobra. It's really cool. Beautiful patterns. As they get older, they'll actually become a little less patterned and stuff like that. Pretty big colubrid as well. Males will get, 6-7 foot, pretty girthy. So it's pretty cool to add this little bugger to the collection. Definitely going to be something we're going to display over at the Reptarium because it's absolutely gorgeous. Again, something I've loved forever, and I've never owned one. So this is the very first one I ever got. And it's supposed to be a female. So let's go ahead and just sex it really quick to see. Make sure it is. Well, don't bite me, don't bite me. Oh, it turns out it's a male, which actually in this case is actually better because Eric has a female, and I was hoping that I could get a male to breed his to, so I'm not bummed out at all. It happens all the time. Regardless, now we have a little male false water cobra. We're gonna try to breed some fat tail geckos. Now these are a little bit different than leopards, right? Because if you just put them together, they'll kill each other or something?
I mean, we could leave them together, and I did a couple times, but you can see that she's got a couple bites, so I just want to supervise.
Yeah, so a lot of times it's just best to kind of keep an eye on them a little bit. Leopard geckos, you could just throw them together. Usually they're completely fine. Fat tails are known for being a little bit more aggressive. Also, you don't want to have like 4 or 5 females in a cage and then one male, right? Because
yeah, the females don't really like each other as much as
you can see
geckos.
He's a little interested. He's definitely checking it out.
He's shaking his tail.
Yep, he's definitely interested. You can see she's starting to swell a little bit too, like she might have some eggs.
Yeah, I think she might be ovulating.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, see how he'll grab her like that?
Reminds me a lot of the skinks.
That is crazy. That is wild. What in the world? That's crazy. I wasn't expecting to see that. I've never actually...
Have you ever seen the leopard geckos?
I've only seen them like in the tub. I've never seen them. So they do the similar things?
Yeah. They'll like shake their tail and like do a bunch of weird jerky movements.
That's wild.
We're gonna try the crusteds. Now they'll actually like call at each other and stuff. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So you can see she's arching her back. And lizard breeding is oftentimes pretty brutal. Again, males usually grab the females, kind of whip them around, treat them kind of pretty rough. That's why a lot of times, like Jessica said, you can see little wounds on the females from the males actually trying to breed. You see him shaking his tail right now? See it right there? And she's actually even lifting her tail a little bit.
Leopard geckos, 2 weeks after they pair up, you'll have eggs generally. These guys, it's more like a month.
Yeah, you can just see she's swelling for sure, so. Well, that's crazy. Well, didn't get an actual copulation, but we saw some breeding activity. That's kind of their courtship. Pretty awesome. If we left them alone long enough, we might catch something, but we'll just go ahead and tuck these guys in and keep an eye on them a little bit, and hopefully we'll have some eggs here pretty soon.
It'd be exciting.
That would be really cool.
So this is our female here.
It's actually pretty exciting because I don't think I've ever watched mini geckos breed. I just let Jessica do it, and then I get to see her get eggs. So this is pretty exciting for me too, guys.
But he's a pretty good breeder. This guy is one we got from Eric and Mary, and as soon as I put him in with one of our females, he was like going after her.
Oh,
so
nice.
All right, so that's pretty much it. You guys got to see their courtship, which is super cool. I like barely ever get to see them call to each other, just because I usually just put the mail in and leave them be, and then just check on them the next day to make sure they're okay. But yeah, cool to see that.
So Eric, what do you think, man?
What's happening?
We got a male false water cobra.
I can't believe it. I'm so excited because I remember Mary messaged you over the weekend after you put a picture on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, is it a male or female? Female, oh well, it's so cool. We have a female at home. Yours is a male.
I know, it's crazy.
You know what that
and what
means?
happened was, obviously, we thought it was a female. It was sold to us as a female. Oftentimes, people missex stuff. It turned out to be a male, which turned out to be good in this case.
Yeah.
Normally, if you get a male that you think is a female, you'd be bummed.
Exactly.
But in this case, it worked out good because you have a female.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the males get a little bit longer and they're a little bit more colorful and kind of cool looking. So you're lucky on that aspect too.
Well, that's awesome. So that's cool. So in a couple years, when this male's up to size, hopefully we'll have some babies. But this one's definitely going to go over to the Reptarium here on display. Not sure people are going to be holding it anytime soon because it is rear fang venomous. But as soon as it's tame enough, maybe we'll take it out a little bit. But we have to be a little careful. Regardless, pretty awesome, huh?
Yes.
Salt and pepper. You know what that means. That's right. Oh, what are you doing, you silly monkey? We have merch only available for a few more days, guys. So if you're going to get your salt and pepper merch, whether it's Salt Life or Salt and Pepper together, you can go ahead to barcheckboys.com. I'll put a link in the description. Also, pin a comment. Again, barcheckboys.com. You can also pick up some Bad Santa, Bad Choice Noah merch as well. So go ahead, check out that link and get you some merch today before it's gone forever. Bread loaf, the Dumeral's boa, is pretty amazing. It's interesting. I was just reading a study that said that Dumeral's boas, pound for pound, are the strongest of all of the boas, which is kind of crazy to me because the anacondas seem so strong. I thought that they maybe were, but I guess again, pound for pound, anacondas get much larger, whereas bread loaf here is a pretty big Dumeral's boa. But that being said, we even have to learn a little bit because when he's hanging onto your neck, he just is holding on like you're a tree branch, but he squeezes so tight that if you're not familiar with snakes and comfortable handling snakes, you can actually think like, oh my gosh, he's trying to strangle me. And we've had to kind of adjust the way we put him around people's necks. Oftentimes we want more around the shoulders or something like that, so he's not actually squeezing just on the neck. But nevertheless, Dumeral boas are incredible. One of the cooler boas out there for sure. I was just kind of surprised to hear that they were one of the strongest as well. Not that I didn't already think it, because again, he squeezes pretty darn tight. All right, I'm glad that you're here because I had something to talk to you about. What's this? Another tree? Actually, this isn't even a tree, is it? That's a tree rex.
There's a tree right there.
And then there's a tree rex right next to it.
Yes. These weren't me. Beth brought these.
Beth brought them?
Beth contributed to our office festivities.
Oh, aren't you excited though, right?
So, well, yes, of
All right,
course.
so I mean, obviously the tree counter's got
Did
changed.
you? Oh, I thought
No.
you might have updated it.
Can we change the tree counter?
Yeah.
All right. We are officially from 2 to 3 trees. It's just the beginning, people. Just the beginning. Eric, I know we have a bunch of stuff most of our stuff's went to hibernation.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out, I'm looking through these guys here, and all these snakes, they look fantastic. I mean, what's the deal with these ones?
Well, thank you. No, I'm just kidding. We're actually, so these were guys that we were just kind of questioning that we still were feeding while the other ones were off food. But now Lori went back. She looked through them. She said these guys look pretty good. So they're only 2 weeks behind from going into hibernation.
Gosh, that snake is cool.
There are some really nice ones in here. But these ones that were just, they didn't look bad, but we were just kind of questioning, should we put them down? Should we not put them down?
So these are going down.
They're going down. We just took them off food last week, so they'll be a few weeks behind, and then we'll put them back down with the rest.
All right, cool. These guys are, man.
No, there's some nice stuff here.
Beautiful. Ooh, scaleless blood. Oh my gosh, look at that animal. Whew. Okay, cool. All right, good. That's good. Keep up the good work. And it is always a bummer. I mean, you see all the empty racks over here. It is a bummer when everything goes into brumation because you miss them, you know? But it's exciting because that means next year, by the way, a bunch more yellow tags over here. I'm assuming these are the same thing. Probably not quite ready for brumation, but regardless, getting close. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a crazy cool year this next year. I tell you what, I wanted to show you really quick. You remember Danny that worked with us? That still comes around, but she's a dog groomer, and we miss her. But she came by and gave me this. Oh my gosh, is this thing so amazing? Of course, it's a little Steve Irwin bobblehead thing, so it's cool. You guys know that Steve Irwin was one of my heroes. Ironically enough, I started doing all the things I did many years before I even knew about Steve Irwin, so he didn't like set me on the path, but certainly he changed the way I looked at things. And really, I've said this a lot of times, if it wasn't for Steve kind of paving the way, I wouldn't be doing vlogging right now. So I love it. I love Steve. I love the whole family, and now I love this little bobblehead. Verde is going back into shed, meaning that she is growing. And a couple people have asked recently, now that I've been showing Ivy so much, like, how is Verde doing? And she's doing absolutely incredible. I wanted to kind of tell you guys this. Like, you know, I try my hardest not to just show animals just to show them. I mean, sometimes I do because I think they're all absolutely amazing. But usually it's like if something significant is happening, right? If we're doing something, moving a cage, something's happening, eating a certain thing, whatever. You know, I don't want to bore you guys with just, oh, just look at this, look at this. We have so many animals. So I just want you guys to know, you know, if you haven't seen an animal for a little while, doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with it. And I don't mind you guys asking, like, hey, can I see Verde? Of course, I love showing to you guys, but don't think that I haven't showed her because something is going on. It's just that, you know, there's so many other great things happening around here, and I try to highlight the coolest things I possibly can every day so you guys don't get bored. But nevertheless, Verde's looking good. She's growing. It's going to be a while before she gets the size of Ivy, though. Literally, it's been over a year since I've showed you this snake. I remember it hatched in 2018, and I was blown away by it, and then I haven't showed it to you since. It's a scaleless Texas rat, but it has all this leucistic paradoxing on it. Almost looks like calico craziness, and it is getting cooler and cooler. When it was a baby, it didn't seem to have quite as much white. It was still absolutely stunning, but now that it's a yearling, oh my gosh, that thing is unbelievable. I think what it is probably, just like I talked about, paradoxing with leucistic, because this is actually a scaleless that's het for leucistic, and every now and then you see it with albinos that have like black blotches on it and stuff like that. That's basically the same thing, where the mutation actually like bleeds through to the other mutation, if that makes sense. So scaleless and het for leucistic, but it seems like some of the leucistic is literally bleeding through, which makes this animal ridiculous. I was excited. I was excited too, guys, because I found the other scaleless Texas rat snake that actually hatched at the same time as that crazy white kind of calico-y animal, because this had some white on its sides, but not nearly as white, obviously, as the other animal. And this guy's an angry little bugger too. Oh, slow down, little buddy. Regardless, I remember it was such an amazing, it's so cool to see these guys now that they have some size on them. Eric's been doing a really good job, and quite frankly, they just kind of got lost where I didn't see them for a few months. I didn't know where he moved them, and I'm so glad I've now found them again. They are turning out amazing, going to be great animals to breed in the future. Again, the scaleless Texas rat snakes, you can do a lot of polymorphic things where you're breeding specific color phases and stuff like that, reds and oranges and yellows. This one's a ripper too. This is just a handful of the boxes that are getting shipped out for the Black Friday sale, people. I just wanted to say thank you guys for anyone that participated and bought any of our animals, our gear, whatever the case is. As you can see, it was the most successful Black Friday ever, and from the bottom of my heart, I cannot thank you guys for all your support on the vlog, buying merch, getting your pet reptiles, everything coming to the Reptarium. I mean, you guys are truly amazing. I love you so much, and I just wanted to really tell you how appreciative I am for all of your support, and also making Black Friday the best sale we've ever had. Hope you guys like this video. Tomorrow we have a pretty awesome adventure I can't wait to take you on. If you enjoyed this, please do me a favor and hit this video right now. I need my click-through rate to go up a little bit. You can click-through rate me over here on my playlist if you don't mind. That would help me out tremendously. Over here you can hit that subscribe button and turn those post notifications on. Have a wonderful day, and please be kind to someone. I promise. I'll see you guys tomorrow.